Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Today's fun fact, I'm not really sure if it's a fun fact. It's just kind of something that happened to me this week that I wanted to tell you about because it made me laugh at myself. I don't know if I've ever shared this before, but I'm not a linear writer. I don't always write from chapter 1 to chapter 20 whatever or 30 whatever to the end. And the reason for that is I fast draft. So if I get stuck, I don't like to stop writing. I want to keep writing as much as I can in one day and try to get high word counts each day because I actually write around my client edits, which doesn't allow me for much time in a row to write. So when I have like a span of a few days off, which is what happened this week, I had a few days between client edits and I'm like, I can write the next Piper Ashwell Psychic PI book. So I'm all gung-ho about this and I start writing. And of course, you know, I have my blurb and everything and the general idea of the story beforehand, but I kind of pants most of my writing. Like I have a general idea, I know what's going to happen, I do jot down some notes, but it's not like a detailed outline or anything like that. I go with it and see where the story leads me. So I'm doing that, and of course, you know, it's day one and I get to like this spot where I kind of write myself into a corner and I don't know what I'm doing. So when I get in those situations, I'll actually jump ahead and I'll write a different part that I do know. And then the intention is that I go back and I fill in those spots. So I'm writing, and I did that several times with this book, where I just kept jumping ahead and, you know, jumping to different parts so that I could keep going. You know, I was writing like 12 to 14,000 words a day. It was great. You know, it was like all on a high. I'm writing so much this week. This is wonderful. And yesterday I reached the end of the book. And what I didn't realize was that, well, first of all, I looked at my word count and went, why is this book shorter than the others in the series? They typically turn out, you know, like around the same length. It's just, I feel like sometimes I can think in my head it's going to be this length and then it just happens. It's weird. But I'm looking at my word count going, why is this book shorter? So yesterday, you know, I get to the quote unquote end and I go back to the beginning and I'm like, I never read through a draft right away. I always wait, but I'm going to because something happened, something went wrong. And I'm reading through, and wouldn't you know, I found more than one place where I jumped ahead and I never went back and filled in the gap. So duh, Kelly. Of course the book is shorter. You didn't finish writing it. So anyway, I did go through yesterday and I filled in some chapters that were missing, and I hand wrote actually a chapter last night and this morning. I like to handwrite a lot. I don't know why, it just kind of helps the creative juices flow and things like that, especially when I need to piece things together and figure things out. So yeah, I am filling in the gaps on Piper Book 8 because duh, I forgot to write certain parts of the book. So that's my fun fact for you today, which is really my big screw up of the week. I was all excited. I'm like, did I really just write a book in 4 days? Is that possible? No. I mean, I guess it is possible to write a book in 4 days, but I didn't do that. No, I wrote a book with giant gaps missing from it in 4 days, so yay me. But anyway, I'm going to spend the weekend going in and inserting all of the things that I forgot to write so that I can get this book finished up before my next client edit comes to me on Sunday. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you had a good laugh at me. I had a good laugh at my own expense because that was kind of funny. It would have been really funny had I sent it to my editor that way, but that would never happen because I always go through multiple rounds of revision. But yeah. So anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. It's a long weekend here because Ayla has 4 days off from school. She doesn't go back till Tuesday and she's off today. So I'm going to enjoy the long weekend, finish this book, and I will see you back on Monday for another mishmash. Bye guys.